Hello everyone, this is Cliff. Welcome back to our Let's Play of Dark Souls 2. Now the last episode we cleared out that house and we also cleared out the first Heide Knight, or Heide Knight. So we've got his sword, which is equipped right here. So now we're going to run through here to get to Heide's Tower of Flame. Now we visited this area when we first collected items in either the first or second video. We're going to run through here. There's not much here, just kind of a long winding path. So we're going to open up this lock here. Okay, so the last item we collected was off on the left at where that dead body is. So if we go this way, it will open up into Heide's Tower of Flame, and you can see the tower right in front of us. So we're going to take this guy. Okay, these enemies, as you can see, are very large, but not terribly difficult to beat. We're going to light this, you would light this bonfire here. Alright, now this enemy right in front of us is a one-time enemy. He's wielding a two-handed club. Almost rolled too soon there. I definitely rolled too soon there. Oh well. Not my best. This is Sublime Bone Dust. Now that is actually a very useful item. That is the item that allows you to get a +1 to your Estus Flask so that it actually heals more damage. We've got two destinations in this area. One of them is where that big drawbridge is. You can see a knight standing in front of it. That is where our Ring of Binding is, and an optional boss behind the fog wall. And the boss that we really have to fight is actually straight in front of us. Obviously not the guy attacking us, but he is in the circular area in front. I'm just going to pull this guy in to here. Like I say, not too bad, especially with your weapons the way, the level that they are right now. Defeating him opens up this switch that we can use to make the boss area, which is that small platform ahead of us. This will actually raise another section of that platform, like so, and will give us a little bit more room when we start to fight him. He's not a terribly difficult boss, but, you know, small areas makes it harder to roll. And makes it a lot easier to die accidentally. So what we're going to do is, now that we've pulled that guy, we're going to come back over here, grab this item right here. Now one thing you should know about this guy, you can see there were two other guys with shields, and they're kind of guarding the two passageways in this area. The one thing you got to know is, once this guy's hit points get a little low, that those two guys with the shield are gonna come help him out. And this is another enemy where the steps don't do him any good. I was about to say they were gonna make a liar out of me, but here they come. They will follow you a fairly decent ways, but you can't actually get them to disengage. You really want to just get one of them to not follow you anymore. And that stabbing attack's just going to go straight over my head. As long as that one guy goes back, which he's not, he's going to be an asshole. missed. That was not good. But these guys aren't terribly difficult. Just make sure that you don't get greedy with your swings, and you should be fine. They take, it helps knowing they take 6 hits, and it helps knowing that going into the fight, so you can actually get those last 4 in usually before another attack. Okay. So, defeating them, those 3, has opened up another switch box, which I will use right here. And that fills out the last little ring. You can see it coming up right there. So that boss area is prepared for the fight. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through here. And I'm really desperately trying not to sneeze. So once you get within range, they will activate. Again, the guy with the shield goes back to protect the area ahead. Oh, I almost rolled too soon. And I rolled the wrong way that time. That was my fault. But again, defeating him will bring his friend into the fight. And being stupid will mean his friend hits me. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I can drink up. 3. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's very hard for them to turn all the way around and do that stab. So as long as you're kind of the back quarter, you're fine. So we're going to run down here and get this. We saw this from the other platform. And we'll run up here. Okay, almost there. I'm gonna run across here, and this is just another guy with a sword and shield. Now, how in the hell did that hit me? He was nowhere near. I will have to call bullshit on that last hit, but that's okay. We got him done. Now he will open up another switch right here. Flip the switch. And the drawbridge will lower. So we're going to run up here and grab 2 items. This right here. And this in this chest. This is the ring that we're looking for right here. So that ring of binding, and we get human effigy. The ring of binding actually limits hit point reduction when hollow. Very useful item if you want to go through the game as a hollow. That is not as advantageous in this game as it was in the other game. In the first game, if you were hollow, you couldn't be invaded. And so there was actually a real benefit to being hollow. Despite the fact that you couldn't engage in cooperative multiplayer. So what we're going to do is we're going to head over here. I'll pop a life gem real quick. Nothing in this corner. We will go across this gap and open up treasure chest, but I want to kill this guy first. Interesting. Oh, that was horrendous. Unbelievable. Just be careful when walking over here. Some green blossoms, which stamina recovery. I'll pop another life gem because that was stupid. And you usually find summon signs all around this place. I think that may actually be an NPC summon. We're gonna enter the mist. And this guy has a halberd, so you just want to make sure that you're circling the way I am. It makes it a lot easier to dodge the various attacks. Again, don't get greedy. And you see he does that jump around crap a lot. You just have to be aware of that. I'm doing 172. Let me switch to my other weapon just to see if it does a little bit more damage. Now, obviously, we don't want to be here. Yeah, that can get you in trouble. If you kind of corner yourself off, he can actually do some serious damage. Whoop. That's 134. That's worse. Like I say, just make sure that you have a lot of stamina, just in case you need to block any of his attacks. And once you get behind him like this, you can actually kind of... Yeah, he's not in the best shape at this point in time. Watch that. That will hit. And I've screwed up with my stamina, but that was the last hit of a combo, so screw him. And somehow he hit me. I don't know how. That was bullshit. Okay, so nothing too bad right there. Get a fair amount of souls, and now we get to head up these spiral stairs, and we'll meet an NPC who we won't deal with a whole lot because she sells miracles, but we'll talk to her.
Are you from these parts? My name is Lyssa. I have come to spread the art of miracles, a practice of which I am a disciple. I can see that you are well suited to comprehend their wondrous power. But the cost of it, that's for your heart to decide.
Okay, so we're going to talk to her.
I'd heard awful rumors about this place, and I'm afraid they were all true. The king, gone. The earth, ravaged. The burden on the people weighs heavy. I fear that by now, they may have scarce room in their hearts for miracles. Why did I come here? Well... do I need any other reason than to spread the gospel of miracles? My preceptor always said this art should be shared with the world. And such is my only wish. Sometimes I fight the urge to pack up and go back home. It is... well, I must do this. And being out here all alone only makes this a more fitting test of my fortitude. I expected this cathedral to be bustling, but there's hardly a soul to be found here. Without any goings-on, I'll have to move soon. To a place I could help the gullible by teaching the good word.
Okay, now from that conversation, you can tell that she may not be on the level as far as wanting to help everybody, and we will see much later on in the game kind of a continuation of that.
I expected this cathedral to be
Okay, so you can buy a chime used to cast miracles, you can actually buy a ring to increase faith, and of course a good selection of many different miracles. I don't think I can cast any of these, and I'm not going to cast any of these, so...
No need for miracle. The gods frown upon such soul scrimpers.
Okay, so we finished with her. What we're going to do is we're going to light this bonfire, like so. That way we won't have to go through all the enemies to get back up here. There's one thing I want to do, since we're in pretty good health. I'm going to pop a Nestus flask. We're going to actually go to the next bonfire, which isn't a terribly long way away. Now, this can be very aggravating, and if I'm making a total hash of this thing, I'll come back and do it in another video. But this area in here, because I really don't want to lose all these souls. Yeah, as you can see, you've got one of these guys and a guy with a shield and all sorts of fun shit. Now these are a little bit harder because of this narrow ass hallway suits his style a little bit better. And I think I trapped myself. Well, one of us seemed to lost interest in fighting. That's okay. Crap, I don't want to burn all my Estus flask. Not playing good today. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. You have to watch it when your best weapon starts to get shaky. You can very easily turn into a bad situation. Because that fire longsword does a huge amount of damage over the Heide Knight Sword. Grab that and grab halberd. And the noise you hear, there's a couple of guys down here. Okay, so let's see. Alright, you know what? What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to run back up and probably put a cut in the video because it's a lot easier to do with my fire longsword. And there's no need of me risking anything on a stupid move. So let me head back to Majula. Alright, so at this point I'm just going to put a cut here, and what I will do in the next episode, I'm thinking about doing the 2 optional bosses, and that way kind of these 2 main starting areas will be for all intents and purposes done. There's another area in the Forest of the Fallen Giants that I would like to show you that leads to a bonfire, but I may do that in a little bit later video. It's going to help to have some decent long-range weapons just to make that area less aggravating. So, until next time, this has been Cliff. I hope everybody takes care. I will see you later.